Good morning, dear friends and families. Today, we are going to have a wonderful, wonderful story all about Hanukkah. And we are going to learn a little bit more about the holiday of Hanukkah today, which begins this Thursday at sundown. What? Amazing. And what does Miss Mel have around me today? We have some menorahs, or a new word, maybe a new word to you today to learn, is their menorahs or Hanukkahs. Hanukkahs. So today, before we read our amazing book, Hanukkah Bear, by Eric A. Kimmel, so it's written, oh, Christina loves Hanukkah Bear, and I do too, and we both love Baba Brena in our story. These are the two characters in our story today, Baba Brena and Bear. And we're going to see what adventures, Hanukkah adventures, Baba Brena has with Bear today. But before we read that, we're going to read a little description the author has about what is Hanukkah. You're asking, what is Hanukkah? And today we're going to read a little author's note, as Miss Mill said, all the way in the back of the book, that the writer of this book wrote for us to tell us a little bit about Hanukkah before we start reading our book. And it's written by Eric A. Kimmel and illustrated by Mike Wohnoutka. It's an amazing book, and I love it. So let's read this author's note to tell us a little bit more about Hanukkah. Hanukkah is the Jewish festival of lights. The holiday commemorates a victory over the Greek army a long time ago, when the temple in Jerusalem was restored to Jewish worship. And according to tradition, there was only enough sanctified oil to light the temple menorah for one day. Our menorah for one day. Now, the oil miraculously burned, though, for 8 days. What? That was amazing. Long enough for more oil to be brought to Jerusalem. And since then, oil and light have been part of celebrating Hanukkah. Or another way of saying Hanukkah is Hanukkah. Hanukkah. The 9-branch Hanukkah lamp, or the menorah, or another way of saying menorah in Hebrew, Chanukiah. Can you say that with me? Chanukiah is lit each night, and beginning with 1 candle and ending with 8 candles. So there's a large candle in the middle of our Chanukiah that is used, it's a helper candle, to use to light all the other candles each night of Hanukkah in celebration. And that large candle in the middle is called the shamash. Can we say that together? Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Shamash is used to light all the other candles each night of Hanukkah. And foods, every wonderful celebration and holiday has wonderful foods to share. And in Hanukkah, foods cooked in oil are part of the Hanukkah celebration. And Christina, I love these two. Oh my goodness. Okay. The number 1 food, latkes. What? Potato pancakes. How many of us out there love potatoes? Miss Mel's going to raise her hands and her feet for potatoes, because I love me some potatoes 365 days a year. But they're used to celebrate Hanukkah celebrations. Latkes, potato pancakes, and jelly donuts. Oh my goodness. Let's put that back up. And jelly donuts, the sufganiyot. That's what jelly donuts are called in Hebrew, sufganiyot, are traditional Hanukkah dishes during Hanukkah. And Hanukkah games are played after the meal. Hanukkah games are played with a 4-sided top called a dreidel, or a sevivon. The 4 letters on the sides are the first letters of the Hebrew words on the dreidel, and those are Nes Gadol Haya Sham. And the words mean a great miracle happened there. So thank you so much, Eric Kimmel, for giving us a little more information about what Hanukkah is. So let's start our story today with Baba Brena and Bear on our Hanukkah adventure. And first, before we start, I want to give everyone a happy Hanukkah or a happy Hanukkah starting Thursday. Oh, Bear awoke from his winter sleep. He poked his nose outside smelled a wonderful smell. What was that smell, Christina? Oh my goodness, you got your hunger? What was that wonderful smell, he said. Oh, Bear's stomach started to rumble. How does your tummy rumble? Can you say a rumble for me? He shook himself all over, then lumbered out to follow the delicious smell. Now, Baba Braina took the last potato latke. We said potato pancakes, right? The last potato latke from the pan and put it in the oven with the others. Ooh, Miss Mel loves potato latkes, or as my grandmother used to call them, plackis in Polish. Plackis, potato latkes. Baba Braina was 97 years old, bless her heart, and did not hear or see as well as she used to, but she still made the best potato latkes in the village. Every year at Hanukkah time, all her friends came to her house on the edge of the forest. How they love those latkes Baba Braina made. And she made plenty of them. But tonight she made twice as many as usual. Tonight was special. Tonight the rabbi was coming. Oh, so Baba Braina went around her house. She dusted, she swept, she mopped, she brought out the menorah or the Hanukkah. Oh my goodness, Baba Braina hurried to get ready. Oh, hurry. Just then, she heard a thump on the door. Oh, who is there? She said. Oh, she opened it, Rabbi. You're here so early. So nice to see you. Oh, no, it's Bear. Brown Bear. Happy Hanukkah to you, too, Baba Braina said, because she didn't hear and see so well. Please come in. So Baba Braina grabbed Rabbi's coat, or she thought it was his coat. Old Bear walked into the house. I'll take your coat, Rabbi. My, how thick it is. Baba Braina tugged at Old Bear's fur, and Old Bear roared. Let's do a big bear roar. Ready? Here we go. Oh, you want to keep your coat on? Baba Braina said. Well, okay. That's all right. It is chilly in here. Old Bear's nose twitched. He said, Thank you, Rabbi. How kind you are to say that. The latkes will taste even better than they smell. Old Bear followed his nose to the oven. Oh, they smell so good. Rabbi, Baba Braina said, I'm surprised at you. You know we didn't eat until we light the menorah or the Hanukkah. Said Bear. That's all right. I know you were teasing. I'll light the candles. Will you say the blessings? Baba Braina asked. Said Bear. There they were, tucked in by the table in the light of the candle. Baba Braina struck a match and lit the shamash candle. Now we said the shamash candle is the middle candle of the Hanukkah or the menorah, and that is the helper candle to light all the other candles each night of Hanukkah. Old Bear muttered and growled. Oh no! Who has kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season? Oh, Rabbi, you say the best blessing so beautifully. What? Baba Braina sat down at the table. Old Bear sat beside her. Now that we've eaten her, let's play dreidel. We'll use these nuts. Old Bear cracked one with his teeth. Crack. Can you crack it with your teeth? Crack. Oh, Rabbi, you won't have any nuts for the game if you eat them all, said Baba Braina. Growled Old Bear. Don't worry, I have plenty of nuts if you need more, Baba Braina said, and she spun the dreidel. It stopped on the letter Kimmel. I win! Baba Braina swept the nuts into her apron. Growled Old Bear. Oh, no! Oh, my favorite part, the latkes. Don't be angry, Rabbi. It's only a game. She tossed him a little nut. Old Bear begged for more. No, Rabbi, no more nuts. It's time for dinner, Baba Braina said. She opened the oven door and took out the steaming pile of delicious and most wondrous, beautiful latkes. Oh, my goodness! Old Bear sniffed the latkes as he sat them on the table. Do you prefer sour cream or jam? Oh, Baba Braina asked. They smell like applesauce, too. That's delicious. Old Bear growled. Jam! I thought so, Baba Braina smeared 5 big latkes with jam and stacked them all on Old Bear's plate. Old Bear gobbled them all down as quickly as he could. Oh no, he's going to have a tummy ache. Baba Braina laughed. You should use a fork, Rabbi. You have jam all over your beard. She wet a towel and wiped Old Bear's face. What? Oh my goodness, she's very brave. I must tell you, Rabbi, you eat like a bear. Grrr, said Bear. I'm hungry like a bear, so I eat like one. I can see that, Baba Braina said, especially when I smell the delicious smell of latkes. Old Bear ate and she ate and she ate until the latkes were gone. And then he felt really sleepy. Rabbi, you're sleepy? Oh, who wouldn't be sleepy after such a meal? All the latkes are gone. It's time to go home. Oh, but before you leave, I have a Hanukkah present for you. Oh, that's so sweet, Baba Braina. Baba Braina took a wonderful, wonderful red scarf from her knitting basket. She wrapped it around Old Bear's neck. I made it myself. Grrr! Old Bear licked Baba Braina's face. Baba Braina, ooh, my goodness, blushed. Oh, Rabbi, in my age. Old Bear shuffled to the door, he said. He growled as he walked off into the night. Good night to you, Rabbi, Baba Braina said, and happy Hanukkah or happy Hanukkah. Then, oh my goodness, Baba Braina was washing dishes when she heard another knock at the door. Oh! I wonder who that could be. Shalom, Baba Braina. All her friends stood at the door wishing her a happy, happy Hanukkah. Shalom, everybody. A greeting, a wonderful greeting. Baba Braina said, how nice to see you all. I'm sorry you don't have any more latkes. The rabbi came by and he ate them all. What? Baba Braina, don't you recognize me? It's the rabbi. The rabbi couldn't have eaten your latkes, everyone said. He's been with us in the synagogue. Baba Braina rubbed her forehead. Something strange is happening. Rabbi, I think there is an imposter going around. He looks like you. He talks like you. He even has your beard. Do you think it was Bear? And then the children cried, look at the floor. Bear tracks. Oh my goodness, a bear, and I thought it was the rabbi. Baba Braina had to sit down, and soon she began to giggle. Ah! Oh, that was a very clever bear, or a very foolish Baba Braina. Ah, well, let the bear have a happy Hanukkah. Baba Braina, what a wonderful Baba Braina. I had a happy Hanukkah too, and so will you, dear friends. Bring some potatoes from the cellar, fetch my grater and bowl, and everyone has to help. You too, Rabbi. Everyone helps with their kindness and pitches in. And if we all work together, we'll soon have latkes for everyone to sit down and enjoy. Oh, with a wonderful Hanukkah celebration, another one still to be had. Deep, deep, deep into the forest, Old Bear slumbered in his den. His stomach was full of those delicious potato latkes that Baba Braina had made. The warm woolen scarf that she gave him was wrapped around his neck. And pleasant dreams, Old Bear, and happy, happy Hanukkah. Oh, that was a wonderful story. Baba Brina was blessed to have two wonderful Hanukkah celebrations. Oh, and what kindness and graciousness she showed to her guests. And my loves, let's see. The author not only puts this wonderful story in here, and also a description, a little kid-friendly and parent-friendly description of Hanukkah, and gives us some new words to learn, but also a fabulous recipe in the back of our book about how to make potato latkes. Did you want to try making some, maybe from this delicious recipe in the back of our book? Now, Miss Mel also wants to tell you another great surprise. We have Hanukkah Bear also in our libraries. You can order through curbside pickup, but it's also available on Hoopla, the digital Hoopla, that you can get with your library card, digitally on your Kindles, your Fire. You can get it right onto your tablets. And it's on Hoopla, and there's a movie version of Hanukkah Bear, there's an audiobook version of Hanukkah Bear, and there's a read-along movie book to Hanukkah Bear as well on there, along with a lot of great Hanukkah book selections for children and families. So check it out, my loves. It is awesome. Such a great story. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Eric Kimmel. Now today, Miss Mel also wants to mention we have some amazing links in our video. Our wonderful celebration of Hanukkah is going to continue today, talking about the most awesome links we have in our video post today, Miss Mel has, and Christina Bunny. We've made for you, we have 3 links up top. How to make your own awesome Hanukkah crafts today. Oh, you're welcome, Anne. It's always our pleasure. So happy to share this story with all of you. Oh, you love latkes too? Oh, I love latkes. Oh, my grandmother, bless her heart, would grate, those potatoes. Oh, my goodness. And I would be in the kitchen helping her. So it's wonderful you love them too. So today, we're also going to share with you wonderful, wonderful links on how to make your own Hanukkah crafts. So Miss Mel has 2 links, how to make your own Hanukkah crafts, that give you tons of amazing different ideas, how to make dreidels, the Hanukkah menorah, or the Hanukkah, all in our links today that you can check out with your parents and your family over Zoom, or with your parents in your household, or your brothers and sisters in your house, and make some yourself from some things you can find around the house. Now, I notice whenever I make crafts, I try to think out of the box and think, what can I make? How can I make these crafts? And how can I make them available to all of you in an easy way, where you don't have to buy a lot of materials, and they're materials you can pick around your home that you can use to make a lot of amazing things, and you can think out of the box and be extra creative. So Miss Mel's going to help you make a menorah today. Oh, I almost forgot. One of the menorahs in our links today also shows you how to make a Lego menorah. So check that out. It's super awesome. And we also have a link on some kid-friendly, awesome, different, wonderful Hanukkah traditions you can check out with your parents, and check those out and learn more about the celebration of Hanukkah. Today, my loves, we are going to show you, Miss Mel's going to show you how to make your own menorah. What? Is this amazing or what? And now we're going to help you make your own menorah today. And as we talked about, the menorah is also known as the Hanukkah. And that is awesome because we have 8 candles, with the 9th candle, the shamash. And the shamash candle is the candle in the middle of our menorah, or our Hanukkah, which is our helper candle. And our helper candle, again, is called the shamash. And that helper candle helps us light all the other candles for the nights of Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights. So today, Miss Mel's going to show you by making this awesome menorah or Hanukkah yourself. Now, what did I make this Hanukkah or menorah out of, you ask? I made it out of paper towel rolls. What? Paper towel rolls, my loves. You can cut these in half to make the other candles on your menorah. And I just cut it down a little slightly to make the shamash, which is the helper candle that helps light all those other candles the nights of Hanukkah. So we're going to use our paper towel rolls, or if you have gift wrap rolls around the house, like birthday wrapping rolls, or any occasion, special occasion gift wrapping rolls, you could probably cut them down to make all of this just one big roll. So you can use gift wrapping rolls, paper towel rolls. They're super duper awesome, and they come in handy a lot for a lot of crafts. Now what Miss Mel did was, I actually covered the wonderful paper towel rolls that I used after I cut them down. Now you are going to use scissors for this project, my love, so do make sure, as we talk about every time, have your parents supervise you while you do this with them, because scissors are very sharp and we want our parental supervision when we're using scissors. So we could take these paper towel rolls, cut them down, and make the smaller candles of our menorah or our Hanukkah, and make our shamash, our helper candle. Now what Miss Mel did is, I had cardstock or construction paper that was different colors of blue. So what I did is I cut the construction paper down, or the cardstock down, to fit the candles that I made with my paper towel rolls. I wrapped them around the candle, the paper towel roll, and I taped the back. So you could tape it or glue it, but you don't have to use cardstock or construction paper. No, no, no. You can also use regular paper, cut it down to fit the paper towel rolls you cut, and before you put them on, you wrap them around the paper towel rolls. You can also color your white paper, the blue, the different colors of blue for your Hanukkah or menorah before you wrap it around your paper towel roll. Now you ask, how did Miss Mel make the flames, the lights for our menorah or our Hanukkah? Well, I used wonderful paper, different color paper, right? But you don't have to use different color paper again. You can color your paper a flame. So Miss Mel chose two colors today. I chose a yellow and an orange for the center of the flame. So you know what? We're going to teach you, and I keep right by my menorah or my Hanukkah, I keep a little jar with all the candle flames after I made them and cut them out, so that each night we light the candle of Hanukkah, we can put a flame in each one of our candles for Hanukkah each night. So we keep that little bowl, that glass jar by there with all of our candle flames. And I'm going to show you how I made these. So if you're using a regular piece of paper, what you want to do is do 2 sideways smiles. Miss Mel's going to show you. Sideways smiles. So we do one smile that way, and we turn our paper around and we do another smile that way. And we connect both our sideways smiles, right? So that's our bigger flame. And then we're going to draw about 9 of these, right? On our one piece of paper. It's flying away from me. And then we're going to draw a smaller sideways smile. 2 sideways smiles. So we have one here, and we turn it around and draw another sideways smile and connect them together. So then we draw 9 of the bigger ones and 9 of the smaller ones. We cut them out together with our parents, and we put the smaller ones, we can tape or glue them into the bigger ones, right? And then when you do that, they look just like this. They look just like a flame, right? Now what's really extra cool about our menorah or our Hanukkah is that when you are lighting each candle each night of Hanukkah, there's a little space. You don't have to glue them and you don't have to tape them, but you can if you'd like. There's a little space when you put the paper onto the paper towel roll that you can squeeze the flame right on inside. Do you see what Miss Mel did? Right at the front. You can squeeze it right on the inside. And you've lit the candle on your menorah. Isn't that cool? What? That's awesome, right? So we're going to pan down a little bit and we're going to see our menorah or our Hanukkah. And you can make this just out of regular paper or construction paper, paper towel rolls or gift wrapping rolls, and this regular paper, even though Miss Mel uses cardstock or construction paper, if you have it around the house, you can also use different colors for your Hanukkah or your menorah. And you can also use the flames. If you can color regular white paper to be the blues or the color of your flames. So you don't have to have construction paper or cardstock. So it's very little materials. Now you're also going to be able to use tape or glue. So tape or glue will be something important that you need. I found the tape worked really a lot better. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed our story today. I'm so happy to hear that some of you enjoyed our story today, or whenever you get a chance to watch it, my loves, check it out. And also, if you get a chance to make our craft today, please share it in our comments whenever you're watching our video today or tomorrow or anytime this week. Now, tomorrow, we are going to be celebrating a wonderful holiday and learning a little bit more about Kwanzaa. And that is another holiday celebrated towards the end of December, and that's called Kwanzaa. And we are going to talk a little bit more about what Kwanzaa is, and through our story, Little Rabbit's Kwanzaa, we're going to see how Little Rabbit celebrated Kwanzaa and how we see the special message of how Kwanzaa is shared in Little Rabbit's Kwanzaa. So my loves, have a great day, and for those celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah or happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah, my loves, and have a wonderful celebration and holiday, and we wish you all many blessings. Have a wonderful day, my loves. We'll see you tomorrow at 10:30.